Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World. 800, what the fuck? 904-800-STAV. We've been doing so many of these, you'd think I know by now. Eldest, you should know to have the number on the screen, man. Don't give me the blank Google screen when we start.
We never have it up.
Yes, we do. You always go to the recording, the voice. See, watch, motherfucker.
All right.
Look what's over there.
All right.
Yes, apologize.
Sorry. Sorry, Mandal.
All right. I'll let it slide, even though you didn't really mean it. There's not a hint of sincerity in your voice. We have our boy Mandal back on the program. What's up, dude?
Honestly, thank you for having me back.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Looking awesome.
This was a big boost, man. Shorts, high socks.
Yep.
Huge fans of the program, man. They love the program.
Absolutely, dude.
We was talking about it before we started, but like when I had talked about that white dude who's getting beat up, man, they really got upset about that.
Yeah, sure.
Here's the issue I had with the outrage.
Get right to it, man.
It was a bunch of comments like,
and I love the hat, by the way. You're styling on him right now,
listen,
dude.
Man, hey, when in Rome. When you round fashion, you do fashion things.
That's right, dude. New York has gotten to you, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I hate it here, bro. Yeah.
It's not a fat friendly city, I'll tell you that.
Bro,
it's not a fat. There's a huge learning curve as a fat man here, for sure.
And I think that's what it's two things. That and I am impoverished.
Yeah, tough. I remember being a fat poor man here. It sucks,
bro. Okay, no joke. So I told a friend of mine, I'm like, hey, I need to get a hoodie.
Yeah.
And I hate people's answers to questions here. Because I'm like, man, I can get a hoodie. You ask where I can get a hoodie in New York?
Yeah.
And then they say something stupid like, just go between 121st and 7th and go to Flim Flam's fabric shop and order a number 3. And it's like, hey, man, he don't got big daddy sizes.
Of course. Where's DXL?
I'm like, where the Walmart at? They like,
oh, yeah, that's tough.
You don't need I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get a.
I don't know if there is. Where's the closest
they in
Walmart?
New Jersey, bro.
Jersey, yeah.
But
maybe
they like,
Long Island, yeah.
This city not built for big people.
No, because there's a DXL, but it's in the middle of Manhattan, and the prices are outrageous.
Come on, man.
That's the richest thing I do is go to DXL and not worry about the tag anymore.
Bro.
You can literally, it is more expensive to be a fat man than to take like a sexy woman shopping. Like I went and got ready for the fall. I swear to God, the price tag was outrageous, dude.
And see, that's the thing.
I bought like 4 articles of clothing. We're talking about close to like $700 or some shit.
And I think they go in China with it, where like the XLs and the 2XLs are smaller than the ones back home.
Yeah.
I asked
you mean in New York? You think we're dealing with coastal
bro.
sizing?
The sizes are smaller, bro.
Yeah. Here, if you don't go to DXL, I'll give them credit. They might overcharge you. Yeah, it's the same thing in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as it is in New York City. But yes, absolutely. You go to a regular store here and you get a 2X, and you're like, oh wow, I can't believe this like little fashion brand for gay guys has 2Xs. And you fucking try. Absolutely. It fits one of your tits maximum.
Because in their brain, extra large means tall.
Yeah.
They making fabric longer, not stretching forward. You know
they don't want you there. That is true.
Yeah, bro.
Fashion brands don't want fat people in their store. It's a bad look for them.
Bro, they'll let you go to a restaurant. They say, man, it's a little spot. Over so and they mean literally and figuratively, man.
Yeah,
they using every crevice.
Restaurant seating is very tough here. You get very narrow shotgun style homes. That's like a bistro. It's tough.
People be trying to trick you here too. They be like, cause the rent's so high, and then they be like, but you don't understand, man, the culture. It's like, hey, bro, I picked mine already.
Yeah.
I think black people the best.
Yeah, sure.
I'm cool.
It's fun.
They be like, man, you gotta go try this is place with Kazakhstan hot dogs. You like, that ain't worth $1,000 more, bro. That done sick. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this: it's real satanic. My bad. Am I talking?
No. I love this. You're not talking too much.
It's real satanic. They got them Ubers on them bicycles. That Uber Eats on the bicycle.
Uber Eats on the bicycle. Yeah.
I'm not paying for that.
You want your food coming in a car.
Don't get all that wind on my food.
you want 4 doors and rolled up windows, man, if you're ordering a taquito or something.
These folk trying to cool it off before it get to me. I want to blow on it myself. Don't pre-cool it off, bro.
Yeah. So what? You've had nothing but bad bicycle experiences,
bro. I'm just saying, bro. Don't cool it off. Don't come in breathing hard.
Yeah. Oh, really? You don't want them breathing hard either.
I think they should do it like the Uber shares. Like if you know you bringing a bicycle to me, it's got to be cheap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. A little cheaper.
Cause it done went through rocky road. Right, it's jumbled up.
It has. That's a good point. You're with me because the wind and the cooling. Even though I get it, I do think you're using some country logic here because they do have oven bags to keep it warm. Now the bounce though, you're onto something there because the roads are not meant for these bicycles, and I have gotten some jumbled food, but you know
the spaghetti go get mixed in before you even get to you.
Would you spend extra to ensure it's delivered by car?
And see, that's the trick of the devil. What you just said, it needs to be cheaper to be on the bike,
right?
Not I pay more for the car.
You're right.
Everywhere else they in the car.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So if you go come in on the bike, I need to be like, they go that discount. Just like if I get in the car, if I do the Uber share, it's cheaper.
Sure. That's
what I think, bro.
Hey, man, that's interesting. I would say the expediency of the bike, I'll take a jumbled thing because it gets there faster, the traffic, all this other stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can zoom through the streets in the bike. Yeah. You know? But
see,
I get it.
That's the thing, too. Like, I don't know how to get around out here either, man.
It's brutal.
That train stuff. That's for that.
I've gotten lost.
That's for the cerebral mind. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then that Uber's so expensive.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of long train rides when you first get here.
They say the Uber, you go on the Uber, it say 3 miles. Mm-hmm. And he talking about $40, man. I'm like, bro, you tricking me.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? He's got you by the balls. You're
That's
not
what
walking.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've been late.
So
everywhere.
what's your ideal location? You're from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
You want to stay in Atlanta?
No, I'm about to move.
You are gonna move.
I'm about to move right now.
Okay.
I'm moving in March.
You moving? I'm gonna guess LA. If it's
I'm
not
going to
gonna
Los
be New York.
Angeles, man.
Yeah. Cars.
I'm going
cars, more
it's
space.
It's an easier transition.
Yeah.
I get into the vehicle, I go to the place, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You can handle that. Your mind can handle that.
I can wrap my mind around that. I can't wrap my mind around ceiling break dancing and I ain't gonna lie, we was in a spot yesterday and Peter Guns was in there rapping his version of Uptown of a live band, and I said, this hard.
Yeah, there you go. There's a little something for you.
That was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's cool stuff out here, bro.
Sure.
I'm just not equipped with the brain power for it.
You think it's the brain power? I think it's more a physical problem than a mental one.
It might be that,
because
bro.
I do think if you don't love it, being fat as shit here, atrocious. And I've gotten fatter, and I still was pretty fat when I moved. I moved here 9 years ago. I was probably 50 pounds lighter. Yeah, still pretty fat. But to be as fat as I am now, no disrespect. Yeah. And be poor, no disrespect. Yeah. And have to move here now, I'd probably kill myself. Yeah, I'd probably kill myself.
But here's the thing, cause you got the disposable income. But you know what I'm about to do, man?
Hit me with it.
I'm about to let them folk cut me open. Pour that Ozempic right in there.
You want it directly in. You want to get marinated like a skirt steak.
Boy, what?
Yeah.
I'm mixing it in the water like Crystal Light. Shake it up.
You're ready to go once you move to LA?
Man, I'm about to give me 2 loads of it.
Yeah.
I want them to measure my junk in loads.
Yeah.
I come in with that cheetah print on. Yeah. That's my first step. I get slim on y'all. Cheetah print
head to toe.
All the way to the ground.
Love that.
They go like, boy, yeah.
Yeah.
He you know what I'm saying? He done, you know what I'm saying?
And you wouldn't be scared that you go from Atlanta to LA, get skinny, put cheetah print. You wouldn't be scared of getting the gay Illuminati allegations back home.
Okay, you know,
because you would get hit with that immediately.
Okay, you know something so funny about that, bro?
Yeah.
That has been like, so, you know, this year has been the first year I probably had like a little visibility.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah. Shit started going pretty good.
Like comics always knew me, but like,
yeah.
And so like last Christmas, bro, real conversation from like unironic though,
and with your family at Christmas,
from like a cousin,
like a Christmas dinner,
being like, hey man, like remember where you came from, like don't let them people change your morals. Don't let them people change your morals. Like I understand you want to get money and do this and that, but remember like you know who you is. And I just think that's just a funny idea.
And he's purely talking about don't become gay in Hollywood.
Absolutely. Absolutely he is. But I be trying to figure out how they think that work. Like, nigga, like, hey, man, we got a new side character on ABC. But first, a little kiss.
First, he's got to, give me a smooch. Come over and give the producers a kiss. And also, like, especially when you're trying to become a funny fat guy, it's like, look, they're not trying to fuck us.
They're not trying to get me.
They're not trying to fuck us,
they
man.
Ain't trying to
no one's sexing in the like fat neighbor on a sitcom.
Yeah,
maybe the son, maybe the high school quarterback son on that sitcom might have to get sexed in, but it's not gonna be the fat funny guy.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think that nobody gonna be like, hey man, you know what you got to do. You know
like I would love to know the Diddy. When the equivalent of the Diddy flight logs come out, how many fat rappers he tried to fuck? Did he fuck T Grizzly? I don't think so. I don't think he tried to fuck him. You know what I mean?
And like, also, I don't think I can't see Biggie going for that.
Yeah, well, that's why he killed him, right? That's why. I mean, I do think Diddy is clear as a supervillain. I do think that's so clear now.
I will say this though, you know, and I'm gonna sound crazy.
Please, this is what this.
I do think that if you look at all the details, some of the conspiracies is right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Well, yeah, like rich people doing weird, fucked up shit is absolutely right. Because what else are they going to do?
That's what I'm saying.
What else do they have to do? They're either going to be like Elon Musk nerds who want to be famous, right? Yeah. But the ones who want to stay in silence, they either have to have that mental illness, which all rich people have to some degree, which is like, I'll destroy the whole world if this number on a computer screen goes up, right? Yeah. Some of them just love money in a fucked up way that should be seen as a societal ill, should be seen as something you should go to prison for. But then the ones that just get really rich and then have free time, and some of them were nerds to get rich, and then want to fuck, don't understand how it happens, and then I don't know, some of them want to be control freaks, and you mix all that shit up, and you get weird sex cults.
Absolutely. Because when I first got to L.A., I remember, like, you know, they had all the conspiracies, and then you get there, and you like, oh, yeah, they is in this party being gay. But then you realize, like, that's where it ends.
Yeah, right. Like, you just happen to be invited to a gay guy's party for the first time in your life.
But that's what it ends. It's like, oh, it's not like they're not drinking blood and stuff. Or it's not like, oh, you got to be gay. But it's like, no, these cats is gay.
They just happen to be gay.
And that's a thing that they do.
Yeah.
And more power.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
But it's not like bigger than that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But then when you see some of these characters and you like, no, they was demonic.
Something's up here, absolutely.
Y'all are tripping.
I also think it's a way of control. Like, I do think there's whoever's actually pulling strings knows to get rich dorks who never got pussy in their life, fly them out to Epstein's Island, videotape them being fucking perverts, and then they have to do whatever the fuck the CIA tells them. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, that's truly what I believe. Like, I really think a lot of this freaky shit, and then some of it is just because once you have all that monetary power, all that's left is to exploit human beings to feel if you're that kind of person, like Diddy probably was, like, he feels good knowing somebody else. He's breaking somebody else to do his bidding. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's old school evil shit.
I think that people don't. I think in general, bro, you got to curb the hunger for more. In general.
100%.
Like, if you want to be a decent person, I think humans always want more. Like, you always want more money, more food, more access. And so I think you got to get to a point where you try to figure out how to make your brain be like, this is enough.
Yeah.
Because if it don't, eventually you go turn.
You're at the
you
parties.
You go.
You've got you're being lit by a candelabra, getting your dick sucked by.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, somebody that doesn't want to be there. You're wearing a fucking Phantom of the Opera mask.
Yeah.
You're drinking. Maybe it's pig's blood. Mixed with a little, cabaret.
It start there.
Yeah.
First you say, oh, it's a pig. We eat pig. You like little logic like that. We eat pig, so what wrong with drinking the blood?
Big deal? They put it in some Vietnamese soup as a thickening agent.
You know
what's wrong with mixing it with red wine and pouring it over a fucking an 18-year-old on the day he turned 18?
They do that, then it slowly escalates. And they're like, man, nobody care about this dog.
Yeah.
They're gonna put this dog down. I'm like, well, take a sip, bud. Then right after that is Candace. Right after that is Candace.
Right.
And you gotta stop it. You gotta stop it when you get that pig blood desire.
Absolutely. You don't want to. Yeah. You do not want to subject yourself to pig blood thirsts.
Nah, man, that's how you get messed up, man.
Oh, it's nice to be back with an old friend. An old friend that helps your cock get hard. Who am I speaking of? Of course, it's BlueChew, the service that brings you American-made tablets that are going to that can help your erection. Really, some have called what it'll do to your prick. It'll make it a pocket rocket. Does it work, folks? Only one way to find out. They give you a month free. BlueChew's not fucking around. They know they're delicious little tablets not only taste good, they stiffen you up nicely. They can help in that regard. You know, I've been a user for years. Many of you, those who have followed my podcast career, know that I have a long-standing relationship with BlueChew. It's really helped my life. I can't tell you how many really positive experiences I've had thanks to BlueChew. I've had a lot of good ones. I've felt really good thanks to BlueChew multiple times when, I would have felt very soft were it not for BlueChew. It's great to be back with the chew. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. Check it out. It's my homepage, and I want you to log on right now. And for our listeners, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of BlueChew free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. So you have older cousins. What's the you just have a big ass family, or?
Yeah. So my grandmama is one of 10.
Wow.
So it's just varying ages on cousins. But it's weird. My mama only child, and I'm the only child. But all her siblings have various amount of kids. Sure. So it's just a bunch of folks.
Yeah,
I might have cousins who my grandma 70 something. So I might have cousins who 60.
Sure.
And cousins that are literally babies. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
we're talking big ass family reunions?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing though. A lot of cats is older, man. So it's kind of unfortunate some of them not here no more. But all my family from LaGrange, Georgia, which is an hour outside of an hour 30 maybe outside of Atlanta. So my family's real country.
Sure.
And real country, and a lot of them are really tall and handsome dudes.
Oh, really?
Man. Yeah, it really. Yeah, I really didn't come out like the rest of them.
So
man.
you stick out at the family reunion.
I'm the family I was always the. The weird cousin.
Sure, that's you.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm I got the cape on. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were into anime?
Bro,
no?
Here's the thing. I was, but not enough to get put down with the game.
Yeah. You're in no man's land.
Yeah, I'm in no man's land.
Yeah. You were too much of a loser for everybody else, but not enough of an anime guy for the anime nerds.
Yes, I had the lane qualities, but I ain't do enough for the studying.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't do enough for reading. So I'm a fan, but I ain't.
But your hot cousins from LaGrange, they wanted nothing to do with you due to your Yu Yu Hakusho viewing.
Bro, my cousin, this is something interesting. So my cousin is this football player named Buster Owens.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
He played with Hines Ward. He went to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So he went to UGA. Him and Hans Ward graduated together, and he was in the NFL for a while. So then when I told I was the second person to go to UGA. And this cat is like this cat.
Yeah, he must be.
He like 20 years older.
Yeah.
So when my family found out I was going to UGA, they was like, "Oh boy, you about to be partying." And I'm like, "No, we got different experiences."
Yeah.
Because he went as a #1 recruit for UGA, and I'm just there for marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, "Hey man," they like, "Hey, wear your protection. Be safe." And I'm like, "No man, nobody's."
Come on, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you pretending to give me this talk.
But here's the thing. I tried to play, you know, I don't want to be embarrassed, so I tried to play cool. So I'm like, you know I'm going to do what I need to do, sir. Hey, y'all know y'all ain't raising no food.
Of course, dude.
Nothing good with it.
Yeah.
Nothing about that for bro.
How many times I did the same thing? Like, I would go to my cousins.
Yeah.
I would go to Greece, and my cousins, you know, they were getting pussy when they were like 11 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I had to just pretend I fucked for like my whole vacation, not to feel like a loser. Yeah, it's brutal when you're just the fat like scared person in the family.
Yeah.
They're all like,
sure.
You know what I mean? It's like some of that is anxiety. Like my cousin isn't anxious about anything. He just fucking lives. It's a beautiful life that they live, especially in Greece. It's like economy sucks. Everything like he's of the generation where everything sucked dick. So all you could do was have a good ass time.
Yes.
And I envy that because I just always was a worrier. I was always like anxious and shit like that.
Yeah, it was bad, man. Because a lot of my family, they like either athletic dudes, or they tough individuals.
Right.
And I'm neither one of those.
Right.
So I was just an all-around unenjoyable person in there. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just not.
They don't get riffing. Those guys don't understand riffing as a talent. They're like, you either have to be fucking cool or dangerous or both.
Cause you know my sense of humor alternative, bro. So like,
sure.
They'll come to shows and they'll be like, "You did your thing." Never I enjoyed it. Never like the audience laughed at the words you said.
Sure.
So like,
that is so funny.
Like, bro, I did when we did I did the John Mulaney thing.
You did warm up for the Mulaney show, yeah.
And then I did the ball with him.
I think that's where we met.
Yeah, we met on the
met.
show.
Yeah.
And I did the ball with him. Nothing. They like, okay, yeah, cool, man. Hey, keep going.
Yeah.
I said one line in a Country Wayne movie. They like, man, I'm glad you kept pushing, man.
They're like, wow, Michael Blackson reposted you on his story, bro. It's starting to happen.
Bruh. I swear, that one line on that Country Wayne movie, man, that Christmas was turned. It was depths. It was depth everywhere. They like, man, hey, I'm proud of you stuck to it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course, dude.
They don't know the people. They don't know.
They don't get no. Of course. I mean, it's the same thing with like my family. It's like they just kind of knew shit was going pretty good. Like they got it because I paid for shit for them.
Yeah.
But they didn't know what was. And then I think it's like getting on a TV show or like doing a movie, even though I've made so much more money podcasting.
Yeah.
I lost money doing the movie because I was just not on the road.
Yeah.
They got that. They're like, whoa. And it's like, that's cool. I love it. I'm happy to do it. But it's like, people don't understand what actually matters. But that's almost nicer.
It's not their fault, though.
It's like, it's like, that's what family should be.
Yeah.
You don't want your family plugged into your shit.
Yeah, you don't.
You want to feel like a little bit of an outcast. You don't want your family knowing, like, you know, what's popping in every... You want them to be them. You want them to actually be themselves.
Absolutely.
And not, like, weirdly enveloped. Like, there's nothing weirder than, like, kids whose fucking parents push them to, like, show business shit. Your parents, if you're an artist, should not be supportive. Yeah. That's how I feel. Legitimately, that's how I feel.
No, I agree. My mom was supportive in the sense of, like, you know, if I'm in the jam, she might help me financially and stuff like that. But she was always, hey, I think it's okay to have a day job.
Right.
Like, she was always like, hey, this is cool. I'm not mad at you for doing this.
Yeah.
But you need to figure something else out on the side. And then that kind of relaxed once I did start getting some real stuff, bro. But,
well, did they have any like what did your parents want for you?
I was supposed to be a lawyer, bro. So what happened was I was smart in high school. Mm-hmm. I was smart in high school, but then, you know, I went to college and there wasn't like feared I was gonna get a whooping.
Yeah.
So then my grades fell apart.
So it was pure violence kept you in check.
Yeah. So my grades fell apart. But I was supposed to go. I was like, I had some law scholarship or something, mm-hmm. and I was working like business jobs. But I found I had like ADHD and stuff. Real late.
Sure. So
I was just all bad at all of that stuff. Bro.
What was when you get to college? What's the like? Because I remember being like, I felt like I got kicked off campus. I got caught smoking weed in the dorms immediately, so that fucking sucked for a year. But I do remember getting there those first few months and being like, I don't have to do shit. I can get fucked up. I can eat the dining hall. You swipe in, you eat as much. I got fat as fuck. The freshman 15, I literally gained like 80 pounds.
Bro, at UGA, they had a 24-hour dining hall.
Oh, man, that's a fucking problem.
I'm in there posted up, man. I'm in there posted up.
Watching lunch change to dinner.
And I'm going to say this, man. Shout out to India, man, because that was the first time I had that sriracha.
Yeah, you giving India credit for sriracha?
Where's from?
I believe that's a Vietnamese
oh dang
creation. Yeah.
Well, all the Indian homies was on the sriracha. They was rocking with the sriracha. All the Indian homies, man. Yeah. And bro, I was that was my first time having that, and they was putting that on the omelets. I said, boy, y'all went crazy.
Yeah.
I'm in there. That's the first time I started putting garlic on stuff on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like you were having more of a fat awakening than an educational awakening. Yes.
Buffalo Philly cheese. Because people who was like seniors and stuff, they in there.
Of course.
They asking the Donna Hall people to remix stuff.
Right.
So I'm in there doing whatever I need to do, man.
Of course.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I think as a fat... They literally are more willing to give a fat person what they want in a dining hall situation. Yeah. That's the one place you get fat phobia is flipped, and we command the general respect
because they know you going through a lot,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Anyone
on get on that top bunk of that twin bed in that dorm. You climbing up that thing.
You're not getting pussy. They know it. Yeah, they know this is your one joy the whole day.
Yeah. Unless you like the smartest cat in the world. Yeah. And you about to make $1 million. They like, hey man, just give him another burger.
Come on, who gives a fuck?
Have some compassion.
Just do it. Make the burger with grilled cheese instead of make the buns grilled cheese sandwiches. He needs this. Look at him. Look how much fatter he is than the last month he was here. They have the before and after. They track you.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But see, I'd rather be this guy. I'd rather be the fat guy than I'm gonna pull out the gun and ruin everybody's life. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's very fair to say.
Yeah. I mean, because some people, that's how they deal with it. They say, she won't give me no hug. Cow! You like, that's a big step, bro. If you thought you weren't gonna have no hug before.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I thought that was me, but it was you. It's all good.
But also, I will say this though. I finally hit the point where I did think I have to admit that I might be getting too much privileges as a fat person.
Oh, you think so?
I finally hit the point.
I don't know. All right, listen, I'll hear you out. You're on thin ice.
Yes.
But I'll hear you out. What do you think?
I like to fly Southwest, also known as the middle class of the sky.
Of course.
Just like a real American, not too cheap, not too poor, right where we all need to be, just enough.
I agree with you. I wish you could pick your seat. I don't like the...
I'm about to blow your mind.
Go ahead, give it to me.
So, most recently I had this new change, bro. So, like, I'm about to get on a plane, and I'm, like, in the back. I'm, like, C. I'm, like, group C.
Yeah.
And you know, when you check in, like you get the last.
Of course. There's nothing more devistating than remembering you never checked in to your Southwest flight, and it's an hour before.
Absolutely.
And you're like, fuck, you've been spoiled. You've been flying Delta the last 3.
Yes.
So you forgot about, you didn't set that alarm to, you know what I mean? There's nothing worse than seeing a C. Once you see the C and then you see a 3 or a 4, Whew,
it's over with.
You're like, all right, well, I'm gonna have the worst 4 hours of my life.
You gonna be in the middle.
Yeah.
So the lady walk up to me and she like, "Hey, you know this almost a full flight, right?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Let me see your ticket." And she said, "It says C-47." And she said, "Oh Lord." And then she said, "You know, you could go down to the desk. You go down to the desk. You like, hey, I'm fat. They'll give you a second seat.
Wow.
For free."
Yeah, holy shit.
So you go in, you go to the desk, they give you another ticket.
Yeah,
you put that ticket over the middle seat.
Love that.
For free, bro. And that's just off of just being fat.
The way they do, you know how they have the little things where they like put your luggage here, will your overhead fit? They have a fucking, they have a hole. And see, like, can you squeeze through here? No? All right, here's the second
it's
seat.
like a little silver thing you gotta slide in. But look, but you brought up something though.
Yeah.
How do they dictate if you fat enough?
Yeah.
Because she looked at me and said, I mean, obviously I'm over the hill, right?
Still, it is tough to pass the eye test immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want her to hem and haw a little bit. You want her to like look at you and be like, but she said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah. She was like, for the betterment of this plane, we need to get you an extra seat.
This isn't about you, sir.
Yeah.
This is so we can avoid, people are going to desperately try and not sit next to you. There's going to be a jam as they try and go back up.
Yeah.
They've passed middle seats thinking, how many times has that happened? Eldest, you can hear his laughter, where it's like, we're all in the range of, if you're on Southwest and there's a seat next to you, people are going to avoid it at all costs.
Yes,
people are going to. They're going to. When they walk to the back and they see you in an aisle, a middle seat, and another guy, they're like, "Why didn't I sit next to that old Asian woman?"
Yes.
Who the hubris I had thinking I would get a window or an aisle, and now now my punishment is sitting next to this fat guy.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Like, you know, the gut functions almost like a liquid as it takes the form of whatever it's in.
Yeah.
So whenever I try to get that middle seat cover, I just spread the gut over
both handrail, over both hands. I
kind of built like an irrigation system over the rail and let it drip down like a waterfall. And once you do that, man, a cat would rather stand than sit next to it, brother. But now they got that middle seat thing. But my thing I'm trying to figure out is, let's say if you were just like a chubby. Let's say if you like a Kenan Thompson. It's still uncomfortable for somebody to be in the middle.
Sure.
But you didn't make the
You have now pushed the burden of being obese to the just kind of fat.
That's what I'm saying.
That's basically what's happened. Yeah.
They're like, hey man, you not a hashtag Big Bubba, man. You gotta get the Bubba seat, bro. And so I can see somebody having a rational beef with me being able to get a free seat.
Sure.
I'm fat, bro.
I agree with you. I will say though, it is the most logical. It's like, look, when you're on a road trip, it's like we grew up with a friend of ours who was mad. He grew up with nothing but fat friends. He never once in his life got shotgun on a long trip. Yeah. And it's like, buddy, come on. Like maybe if we were high and going to Wendy's, we'd throw him a bone and give him shotgun. But it's like everyone is fat as fuck. Yeah. It makes no sense. Sorry, you're in the middle your whole life.
For sure.
And he hated it, but it's like, this is for the good of the community.
Absolutely.
And you are sacrificing, and we understand that, but we're going to put 3 fat fuckers jammed back here? No. It's going to be you and 2 fat guys.
Whenever we get like an Uber Black somewhere, I know I'm up there with the driver.
you know you're making small talk the whole time.
How you doing, man? What country you from? Where you from?
Yeah, know you're picking up his little satchel and putting it to the back for him. Yeah. Now, Mandal, who's sitting right next to me, you're a man with a nice beard, but sometimes you might consider being clean shaven. And if you were to do that, the only products you should use are Harry's. Harry's, these razors, German engineered blades made in a factory that stay sharper longer. Okay, customizable delivery options for scheduled refills as low as $2, half what you pay for other big brands. A nice 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover for just $3 at harrys.com/Stavvy. And look, they'll make you nice and smooth, but we over here, we're on record. We're huge Harry's hair care guys around here. I love the taming cream. I got a little hat on. There might even be some from last night. in there. I have to get a very specific look. When you have, we have two different styles of hair, me and Eldest. And no matter, I would say mine's a little finer. That's the only difference. And no matter if you have a nice thick head of Albanian villager hair, or if you have a Athenian philosopher's haircut type of fine hair, Harry's. I like the molding, the shaping. Let me get the exact word. I do use this. I'm not even fucking kidding with you, motherfuckers. I use it literally all the time. Harry's molding. Not molding. The molding paste is a little too... That's what you use, actually. I use Harry's shaping cream. I believe it. I'm going to get the exact call here. I just looked it up, actually. And Harry's taming cream. They got to tame it. It's literally in my fucking bathroom, so don't get off my cock, all right? We love it. You're going to love it, too. And we want you to go shave your shit up. Get the shaving products that always deliver. Get Harry's. Get started with a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/Stavvy. That's HARRYS.com/STAVVY for a $3 trial set. What was the crew like in college? Did you have who were your friends? Who were you hanging out with?
I mean, bro, I honestly... I feel like we kind of really just secluded ourselves. Like, honestly, all the black people just hung out with each other. So.
Yeah, but within that, who were you had to have like a crew of like four main guys. You know what I mean?
Two of my homeboys who I went to college, two of my best friends in college. One of them I went to elementary school and middle school and high school with.
That's me and him. We went to kindergarten together.
Really?
Yeah.
I got one homeboy I know since second grade, so I was hanging with him a lot. And then my other homeboy from middle school, and then. I mean, a lot of it's weird. So the campus, you just admitted to too many people.
Oh, wow.
So me and a lot of my friends, we stayed on the family housing, which is for
with like professors and shit.
It's for students who got kids. So our neighborhood, it was like almost like a tiny neighborhood where it's a bunch of freshmen. And then there's a bunch of people with like babies. Like it'd be like some family from another country and a dude in a doctoral program or like a teen mom or something.
Yeah.
and we was all like in this little neighborhood.
And you guys playing Super Smash Brothers.
Bro, we would get in so much. I'm talking about just the music being an inch too loud.
Oh my God.
They was calling the UGA people on us. They're like, it's so loud. And we like, bro, it's like 10 o'clock. But it's like, oh, this cat got a kid, bro.
He's got a toddler.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, bro. We was over there. So
now, do you think some algorithm ran the numbers of who were the biggest lames? Who are we putting into family housing?
But you know something, though? My friends was cool.
Oh, your friends were cool.
It's weird. I've always been like the lame amongst cool.
Jester mode. You were always on jester mode.
You just did a math that I did not like.
Sorry, man.
I just thought they like saw something within me. Yeah. They were like, oh no, we see you for who you is, man. You like, no, you're the clown.
Hey, brother, we've all been there. Nothing wrong. That's how you punch your ticket a lot of places.
Yeah.
You gotta know what you got, man.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, so they were cool.
Yeah. But I used to pretend to be a leader, man. I mean, like in college, like I was my high school student body president. Bro.
Me too. Or maybe I was vice president or something.
I was student body president, and I was I had started like my school's newspaper.
Oh, nice.
And then I had this organization at UGA that like brought more black dudes to the school.
Nice.
It was like
were they hurting for that at UGA?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it was like.
Where's UGA's campus?
Athens, Georgia.
Oh, okay. For some reason.
Yeah.
What's the one in Atlanta?
That's
Georgia Tech.
That's Georgia Tech and Georgia State.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but it was like 0.6% was black dudes.
Really?
Most of the black people
at
was
UGA.
women.
Get the fuck. I would have never thought that.
Yeah, it was like most of it was black women, and then like only like a handful of dudes.
Interesting.
And so I was like a part of the program to bring more people there. And let me tell you something, man. Every organization I've ever been in said I was the worst president. I was so bad, bro. My high school principal told me I was the worst president they ever had.
You know,
bro.
this is coming back to me. I won president too, because I ran a joke campaign. And everybody loved it.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
We Sleep was the first Trumps.
Yeah. I remember when I got elected, all my friends were laughing. They were like, "We're not gonna have prom this year." They were like,
Bruh.
"We're fucked."
You know what's so funny?
They're like, "Why did we?" Yeah, we really did. It was Trump style election running,
bro. Because I had videos.
I just be like a really smart girl in glasses.
Yes,
who was just polite. And knew what she was doing, and wanted this for her college resume.
Absolutely, it was like we had videos, we had T-shirts, and here's the thing: I'm in the speech, you know, I'm giving it up. Man, we gonna get new vending machines. Yeah. Man, bring back field trips, man. Yeah. And everybody in my class, not one of them voted for me.
Yeah.
But I had freshmen and sophomores on lock. And I won on some just like he did. On some I'm just promising y'all. To cats who don't know what's going on. I don't want to get, but I'm just promising y'all. And they like, yeah. Man, I got in there. I ain't know no Robert's rules.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the word, but I couldn't hold no meeting or nothing. They was like, hey, bro. She was like, bro, you the worst thing that ever happened, bro. And I led 2 more organizations after that, and I ruined them. Yeah. And I eventually realized, I'm just good at the talking part.
Sure.
I'm not really good at the
doing anything.
The talking part. Yeah.
I get interesting. I do think there's a little bit of the way it used to be with closeted gay guys, where they became really good at their jobs or they became really good artists. Mm-hmm. I think once being gay got more accepted in society, it seems like there's a bit of a swing back. But when it became even relatively accepted, I do think being a fat guy who can't get pussy, you kind of go in the same zone, because even though it's not society stopping your sexual urges, it's just girls don't want to fuck you. So you pour all your energy into being like, well, I don't have time for that anyway. I'm a workaholic. Even though it's not being in the closet to avoid women. The women are avoiding you. Yeah. The end result is the same, because I had a very similar high school experience.
This is funny. This is the greatest take I've.
Thank you. I think it's similar, because at the end of the day, you're sort of like, you are denied your true sexuality. One is because of hatefulness and bigotry, and the other one is because you fucking had too many Totino's pizza rolls. Yeah. But in the same, it ends up with, you still have a desire to prove your worth. So because it's not going to be through, to express yourself, it's going to be through trying to be a high functioning, high powered individual.
Yeah, because I think it's a level of I don't have time for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what y'all doing, really? I'm trying to make life, but
be mature, guys. I'm trying to get into college. I don't want pussy.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking get head. I don't want to get head and have go to a party and drink fucking Malibu and fucking finger a girl in my mom's Honda. No, I have to be class president.
On some super side note, bro. I was telling my friend the other day. I got a friend of mine. She, me and her still cool to this day. I do believe that she saved me. She steered me away from incelhood, bro.
That's huge.
I think I think you need a level of some lady being nice to you at that age.
Absolutely.
Before the Reddit get a hold of you.
Oh, dude, I think about this all the time, where if I had just met, because I know kids in high school who just got lucky and an outgoing girl had a crush on them, talked to them, they dated, they were not, she was nice to them, maybe they even fucked in high school, and that guy's just a well-adjusted human being. Yes. If that had happened to me, if I had found a girl in high school who was just nice to me and dated me, no chance I'm doing comedy. I'm just a nice guy in Baltimore right now, bro, raising his children.
Yes. Okay, so I don't even think it has to go all the way that
It doesn't
far.
have to go. What we're talking about is making a well-adjusted person.
Yes.
Just a nice woman's friendship can at least steer you away from being an incel.
Bro, shout out to Erica, man.
Shout out to Erica.
Erica.
And the many Ericas out there.
Yes.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Bro, when Erica came to our high school, bro, I don't know what made her do this. And when I bring this up there, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
But she don't realize.
God was working through her.
I truly believe this, bro. You joking, but I think like this.
Well, you are from Georgia.
Absolutely.
This is a cultural difference here.
I absolutely from Georgia. And I do think when I don't understand something, good or bad, if I don't understand something good or bad, it has something to do with God.
It's God or the devil.
Either one.
Yeah, either one. Yeah.
I'll decide.
Yeah.
Bro, but she had this one phase, it was like 2 months, where she just decided to tell people that we was together.
Wow.
It was just a bit that she was doing. But after the bit, it changed the ecosystem
the way people looked at you
around me. Yeah. Because like even though they knew it wasn't, it was no possible way, because she's like a really attractive lady.
Yeah.
But it's no possible way. It still changed the stock of me in general she would make that choice.
You were just
what I'm saying?
the fact that she chose you as the fake nerd that she was dating made you alpha nerd amongst the rest of them.
Absolutely. And I moved away from gross to women to I'm just cool on it. I'm just cool.
I'm not actively disgusted, just not for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that
I could see somebody else doing it.
Yeah.
But it's not me.
That's
but
what
I
I'm saying.
could,
That's what I'm saying. And I think once you hit that level, then it's like it's chill. You're a regular person now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what made her do that.
You've been moved up one rung in the high school caste system.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not an untouchable anymore. You're whatever the lower rank of Indian guy is.
Because I was wild annoying in school
property or whatever.
I had that back.
What's that?
I was wild annoying in school.
You were annoying.
Yeah, because like I said, like you were saying earlier, like I was big on some like. Cause I feel like when I was younger, I was like bullied a lot. So like,
of course.
So when I got to high school, I was like the aggressor. Like I would say a lot of wild stuff to people.
Interesting.
I was just like, I kind of like relished.
You really were on the route to being a Reddit incel.
I relished in like being unlikable.
A troll,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you
like,
love troll. Because getting some reaction is better than being completely ignored.
I think it's some of that, and it's on some like I'm gonna attack you before you attack me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a fake confidence.
Yes.
You trying to cover up some insecurity.
Classic insecure.
You know what I'm saying? I was that dude to a T. Very unlikable. People in school. The biggest thing I be saying is like, I want to be successful, so then people could be on TV and watch me on TV and be like, man, I beat that dude up, man. You know what I'm saying? They could be real proud of themselves for that.
You were doing it for the community.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I was very unlikable in high school. But then when she came around, it flipped, bro.
Wow.
I just became somewhat cool. People started finding me funny.
And this is what age did this happen?
This had to be...
Sophomore year, junior year?
I had to be 15.
Okay.
15. I probably, at the tail end of 15, probably 16.
Okay, so probably sophomore, junior year?
Yeah, like beginning of junior year.
Yeah.
Beginning of junior year, bro.
That's good. That's important.
Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Interesting being on. See, I guess I'm lucky because I definitely had a little troll in me. Don't get me wrong, but I was pretty. I don't know. I did have like the class clown, goofy. Yeah. I never luckily went all the way to the like. I definitely bullied. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I'm like which it comes from the same place of being bullied a little bit in middle school.
Yeah.
And then it like. I kind of feel bad for these kids because they bullied me, and then and then it became so clear I was so good at bullying. Yeah, and I flipped it, and it was like, I was like, what the? I'm letting these fucking little pieces of shit bully me, and they couldn't have known, and I didn't know that my literal career would go on to be shitting on people. I actually just was insanely talented at that, and so that was my first ever roasting of anyone, and I would also like, these were like smaller. They were like little nerd. I went to like Baltimore. I went to city public schools, but you would test in. There was like the way Baltimore worked is it's kind of fucked up because there was really only 3 good. They were like, look, this school system sucks, dick. If we can make 3 good schools where the smart kids can go to college, that's all we're gonna do. So my mom was huge on fucking education, whatever. She would like take me to get to. She would stay after school for me to get my grades up, and so I would always get into. Like these good schools, and I would get into one of the like smarter classes. So it was like I was going to Baltimore City public schools, but they would like, especially in middle school, dude, they would like cordon us off.
Yeah.
They were like, do not put any of these fucking dorks near the regular kids, essentially, because they will get like, they'll get fucked up or whatever. And so it was like these little dorks that bullied me in middle school. And then very quickly I was like, once I realized, like, I don't need to take shit from these. I could literally fuck these kids up, and I'm funnier than them.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of me just being a fucking terror.
Yeah.
And then I bullied a little much, and then the insecurity from then the desire to get pussy and failing over and over again broke my spirit. That I think I wasn't a bully by the end anymore.
Well, you know something interesting about that, bro? Like, I feel like I had this almost a similar path, except like, when I was in high school, I was like real argumentative. Mm-hmm. Like I would like get into a bunch of spats with about nothing. I was just like really insecure into.
Of course,
I think I kind of wanted attention at the time, but I didn't process that's what it was.
Yes,
but it wasn't until probably about 26. I'd say about 25, where I processed that some of the bullying was my fault.
Was fully deserved.
Absolutely. Like, I had this idea from middle school that people just mess with me for no reason. It's like, oh no, but I was a short fat dude who was talking too much. And I think, and I wasn't a roaster. I would just say wild stuff to people that just wasn't nice.
Oh, true.
And
interesting.
I think like at that age, nobody can process their emotion other than it's time to Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once I realized a lot of that stuff was my fault.
And when you say wild stuff that's just shitty, you just mean like,
I don't even want to say, but
sure.
like
cruel, unnecessarily cruel things.
Yes, that was my bag. Yeah, that was my bag. Just unnecessary.
Yeah,
really lame stuff, man. And then I got old, and I was like, I was kind of like, a lot of this was my fault, bro.
Yeah.
And so then now I just be on some like, now I'm like super like, yo, was I tripping when I say that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I like to move all the way to the other side.
Well, that's important. It's important to have a little self-awareness.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wonder what that came from as a kid, just behaving that way. I mean, it probably does start by just the original bullying I don't think was your fault.
Nah.
And then it starts this cycle of how do I deal with it?
Yeah.
He's made a bad choice.
Absolutely. Well, you learn that, evil is a poison, man.
Yeah.
It's an infection.
I agree.
So somebody get it from somewhere, and they spreads, infect other people, and it's and it never. You gotta like find a way to subdue it.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you gonna spill it out on everybody else.
No, man. It's true. And
so I think I would just own that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking a great visual metaphor is the Venom suit. You know what I mean? It's like that's what it's like, dude. You feel fucking powerful making fun of somebody who's like, dad died last year because they were a little rude to you.
Absolutely.
Just fucking hammering. You just
absolutely.
If you feel like you got the big ass tongue and the teeth like Venom,
and then you realize, dang, bro, this is hurting me.
This is hurting me.
This is hurting me. Then 10 years later, you running for mayor, and there's 7 people like, when you was in high school, you ruined my life. You're like, dang, my bad, bro. Yeah.
I fucked that up. Ooh, that's the sound of opportunity, my friends. That's the sound of nice little money. That's the sound of Shopify. And Eldest here, this brand new year, January, now is the time to start a business. A lot of people are trying to get their disgusting bodies in shape. How about you get your business in shape? How about you start a fucking business, you fucking lazy piece of shit? You have some ideas. Be about some action. Me and Eldest, it was about 2 years ago where me and you started this exact venture of Stavvy's World.
Yeah.
And where do we sell our merchandise for Stavvy's World? Using Shopify. Now's the time to get in there. You're gonna want to look, whatever your idea is. Eldest was at one point before I plucked him out of the muck and the mire. Eldest he was gonna sell soaps. Do you remember that, Eldest?
Oh yeah.
In a different world, Eldest, if he had known about Shopify, if Eldest was a Stavvy's World listener and he heard this ad read, maybe he wouldn't be producing this show right now. There's a multiverse where Eldest signs up for Shopify and Sula's soaps take fucking off like a rocket ship, okay? Shopify makes it so easy to get your store started. They have so many different, easily customizable templates. You don't got to know how to fucking code. All right? Let the dorks do that. You're an entrepreneur. They have powerful social media tools that'll connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere people scroll. We do that across all our shit. You can buy stuff thanks to Shopify. What happens if you don't act now? You're going to fucking regret it. What if somebody beats you to the idea? Don't kick yourself in the nuts when you hear this again. Go fucking scroll up, elders. When you hear in a year because you didn't do anything now. And I just said scroll up. These words were coming from my heart. I didn't need him to do anything. So, you know what sound you're going to want to start hearing more of? That's right. Established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Stavvy, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Stavvy to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/STAVVY. Well, look, man, we could talk all day, and we gotta keep getting. Come back. We'll get further into your background, but we got the people to help here. So. Let's get some questions going. Anything you want to plug here in the midway point? We don't know when this is coming out, to be completely honest with you.
Nah, I ain't got no plug.
Nice,
I just like to have fun. I am ready for the last time I was here. I was surprised by this part.
You know what's going on
and
now.
I know what's going on, and I'm ready. I'm prepared to say something productive.
I love it. Let's go.
Hey, Stav. How's it going? Big fan. Anyways, I just moved to the UK right now to do my master's. I'm originally from Canada and from Toronto, and well, essentially, I started sleeping with one of my professors.
Nice.
She's really cool. I'm having a good time, but my issue is I'm not getting the marks I need from her. Like I'm getting horrible grades on my papers from her, and I'm just wondering
this lady
what
rules.
I should do. I thought that with whatever the fuck we were doing on the side, that would simultaneously I guess I just believe that I'd be getting great marks, and I'm fucking dying in her class, and I just don't know what to do. Not to say that I'd want to blackmail her or anything, but
of course not.
Fuck.
He definitely does.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, he does. He
trying to figure it out.
Yes, blackmail her.
So any advice would be great. I don't know what the move is here. I'm just I just thought it was implied that I'd be getting great marks in that course because we're fucking a lot. So yeah, let me know. Love you.
Hit the books, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Hit the fucking books. You want pussy and an A+? Fucking greedy. What were we talking about earlier? Greed is a disease.
Bro,
You're infected, you fucking bitch.
You gotta know when you got enough, bro. And then I like the word marks.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He keep using the word marks, but I'm just like, hey, bro, read the book in between.
Yeah.
He need to be asking her to help for some tutorials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How about a little extra help instead of sucking me off? How about explain some key concepts?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, an incredible salute to this woman. Yeah. This lady fucking rules.
Nah, that's hilarious.
She's breaking down. This is a glass ceiling moment where this is usually how a man behaves.
Yeah.
And I love to see a woman get a little fresh cock and then be like, well, look, pal, sorry, you just didn't. She rules. She fucking rules.
I love his logic, though, where he just because he repeats it 3 times in the. But. She's supposed to give me good grades. He's like, dude, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah, exactly.
That's logic.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
This clearly betrays that this man would love to sell good grades for pussy if he ever becomes a professor. Yeah. She rules. What a pro, by the way.
Bro.
Separation of church and state. Yeah. She's fucking keeping them separated, and I love that about her. And yeah, dude, you're a fucking whining, complaining little motherfucker. Just fucking study and get pussy.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to blackmail her. How dare you even bring up blackmailing this same? Because we know Mandal's absolutely right. You do. That means you want to. Why would you? If you didn't want to, you wouldn't have even said it. But it's clear you think you're owed something. And the solution here is I think this woman is such a pro that no matter how good the dick is, she wouldn't give you good grades. But at the same time, your options are study. That's number one. Or get so good at fucking that this woman breaks her moral code. But you don't possess that kind of dick. It's clear.
Listen, man.
Clear as day.
For her, it's separation of church and state, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that makes sense what I just said. But I do think in general, I like the idea that he keep going to her house thinking that one day the grades is gonna change.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. If you keep
it's
fucking,
like you gotta accept the reality and do some work, man.
Yeah, you're nothing but a little piece of penis to this lady, and unless you fucking earn your keep, you're not gonna fuck your way to good grades. So stop being greedy and work hard, brother.
Yeah.
You fucking this is what people think of Canadians right here. This is what Americans think of Canadians, and you're just showing it to be true.
I wonder where he go to school at. Did he say that?
He did not.
Oh, okay.
He just moved it overseas to get a master's.
UK?
Yeah, somewhere in the UK. So yeah, and this lady sounds cool. She's smart. Probably has a hot accent.
I mean, he probably going through a lot. He in the UK eating all them beans, man.
Yeah, the food is not
They
great.
plopping the beans on their plate for sure.
Food is not great unless you're in London.
For sure, man.
But yeah, come on, man. Grow up. Fucking study. Next question, Elders.
Okay. Hi, Stav. Hi, Elders. First time calling in. So, let's see. Over a year ago, I started taking Ozempic.
Let's go.
And, because I have type 2 diabetes, and I've lost almost 60 pounds.
Wow.
Which is really cool. And I've been married for 2 years.
Uh-oh.
We've been together for 10 years now, and I love him. He's the love of my life, of
Here we
course.
go. Here we
He's
go.
kind of on a weight loss journey, too. We're both big, thick, beautiful people.
Love that.
We decided, to kind of stop eating like assholes.
I know this going.
And to definitely stop
This would be our first woman.
not exercising. That was the big thing, is that we both got, comfortable and lazy, because that's what you do when you fall in love. Plus, like the pandemic, we really gained some weight. So we're doing good. I feel good about our decisions. He does keep joking that he is scared that if I lose enough weight, I'm going to leave him. And part of me at first was like, ha, hilarious. And then part of me kind of got mad because I'm like, is that who he thinks I am as a person? I don't think he does. I think he's just joking.
He's insecure,
But,
maybe.
we have a pretty awesome sex life. We're still doing it 3 times a week, which for a married couple is great.
Good numbers.
I feel like we don't have kids. We just have 3 dogs, so it's pretty easy for us to keep the spark going. And I love him so much. And I guess my question is, how can I continue to show that I love him and I'm not going to cheat on him or leave him when I lose weight, besides just not doing that? And, I'm pretty cool in bed. I give really good blowjobs, and, there's some butt stuff, if, I'm down for that every once in a while, too.
Sure,
so,
get that in the mix.
I guess, what can I do to prove to him that I'm just not going to up and leave?
This is incredible.
Thanks so much. Love your show. Religious listener. Thank you. Bye.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
I owe this lady an apology, man.
Yeah.
I absolutely thought this was going in the direction of, she like, I done lost weight. I'm up out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said the opposite.
Well, that's what's beautiful, because on this show we get this quite a bit. It's become a bit of a meme on the show, where I feel like every 4 months or every 3 months we get one of these calls, which is a dude who's lost weight, and every time he wants to cheat. And this is just such a show. How much better women are than men.
Yeah.
She's lost all this weight, and she's not only not thinking about cheating, she's figuring out how to she wants to make her fat husband comfortable with her getting hotter.
Yeah.
It's not enough that you lost weight. You have to worry about this motherfucker.
I was just about to say that. I was like, bro, this is what makes it so nice is that she worried about something that's not even her fault.
No.
Like, she like, how do I make him feel comfortable? It's like, hey, bro, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, he's got to be less insecure.
Yeah,
and like,
he got to be less insecure.
I mean, it's crazy. You're not doing anything wrong, and he just has. This is his issue to work through. I mean, you can talk to him about it. You could be like, why, I don't want you to feel this way. I love you, whatever. But it's like, if you don't change anything, if you keep behaving the same way, you don't really have to go out of your fucking way. And this might be his insecurity. He has to he should talk to somebody about this.
Absolutely.
And, it wouldn't hurt him, instead of complaining, to just also get healthier. She said they're on a weight loss journey together. Like, she's zemped up, so it's easier to lose weight if he's not. Easy. But still, maybe this is it's nice. I think the best solution for him would be to just kind of hop on the health journey with you. You guys have no kids, good, like, you're still like a couple that's like, he has the time in theory if it's just you and him and he's got a job and some fucking dogs to feed every once in a while. Like, I don't know what's holding him back. But yeah, you're a very sweet person, but this is not, it's not your issue.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say. I think that the dude got to handle that insecurity on his own, man. He can't make her responsible for losing weight and looking better. He got to be secure in himself. So I think in that situation, she just got to let it play out. I think he'll be straight, bro.
And I also think, and this is most of the time what boils down on the show is like, every time, like, you have a conversation. So it's like, he might be doing that weird, pathetic, like, haha, you get so high, you might leave me. And she's kind of have to give him like a half-hearted chuckle. Yeah. Instead of the half-hearted chuckle, be like, hey, I've noticed you made that joke a couple times. One time, maybe you're just joking, but just in case you're not, I want you to understand, like, I would never do that. And you could even be like, she's even a little offended, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay to voice that, to be like, not only would I never do that, but it's like, I'm not that kind of person. Like, that's not me at all. And I want you to be I want us to be on the same page as this, and I'm here to support you, whatever. Yeah. And then you don't mention it ever again, and he has to just get it through his thick skull. The more sinister view is that, like, would somebody who has that insecurity, if he loses weight, would he try and get pussy elsewhere? Yeah. That's an interesting question. Yeah. But I don't think so. I think probably what you're dealing with is some guy who thought he was in a, because this is the flip. This is a little bit of fat phobia too, right? Thinking almost like she's when his wife is fat, she's not the kind of person that could have cheated on him. Like that would actually offend me a little bit. Because if I'm her, I'm like, buddy, I could have fucked somebody else fat. Yeah, you know what I mean? I could have been when I'm like, that's not what stopped me from. I would be a little offended there, where it's like, you think this is why you don't think you didn't find me valuable enough to cheat before, but now that I lost weight, like there's a lot of different readings on this situation, but I think ultimately you're probably with a guy who is just worried that it sounds like you guys had a great relationship, and he's worried that something might upset the awesome situation he's in. And if he's just an insecure guy in general, he'll glom onto anything. That's been, I've definitely felt that way in the past, but I think one little conversation, if he keeps making that joke again, and then let him deal with it and just go about your business. It's not your job. You can't meet him halfway when you're already the one who's like lost weight.
You made the best point that I was thinking about too, like him being like his idea of like, oh, like when she was bigger, like we was chilling, we were both just doing our fat thing.
Yes.
But now you slim, not a dynamic off, and it's like, hey, bro, like she probably could have been, if she wanted to do something, she could have.
She could have, and also, it's the best thing I love being the fat guy with a hot girlfriend. One of the best things in the world. Yeah. You know how mad people are, how jealous. People don't even believe it sometimes. They'll be so mad a fat guy's with a hot woman they will pretend it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they're not really dating. Yeah, that's not true.
I enjoy when they find out that I'm also broke.
Yeah.
They like, what?
Yeah,
Where's the logic?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And recently, it's become like, a lot of people have stopped believing that I can't date women, like hot women, and now they'll be like, well, yeah, he's fucking rich. It's like, oh, okay. But before, it just wasn't gonna. They love to deny. They love to just not realize that, like, being a cool person and being a good hang matters so much to women. It's crazy. It's like, unless, they think you have to trick women with fucking and like borderline treat them like dogs to really get the love of a woman. Is you have to kind of like, train them you have to be an alpha. Not true, really.
The poison, man.
The poison, dude. The Venom suit.
Yeah, the Venom suit is perfect.
Oh, yeah. Don't put the Venom suit on. Yeah, you might be able to trick a couple insecure women into fucking you, but you'll never find. They will be worse off. You will be worse off, and you'll never find an actual connection. But good luck out there. We believe in you, and keep up the good work.
Keep taking that Zim.
We're right on the way.
Yeah, I'm about to get mine.
I'm really considering it for real.
We should do it at the same time.
That would be nice, dude. Yeah. The Ozempic Diaries. We should
do a follow-up episode in a year, see where you guys are at.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I could see you really ODing on it. I could see you really becoming like going Al Sharpton with it.
Bro.
Yeah.
Big old head. Big old head, slim body. My favorite weight loss is when somebody got the big head.
The
still,
huge
like when Jennifer
head.
Hudson
Yes.
Yeah.
They look like a fucking Pez dispenser.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got here, Big Eld?
Hey, Stav, how's it going? Quick question for you here. Little dilemma. I am married. I don't have a lot of friends. My wife does. I moved out of state to be with her, so she has friends that she's grown up with. I don't. Can't really make friends at work. They all suck. So she has girlfriends, and then they have boyfriends. I try to get close to some of their boyfriends. One of them I thought I really clicked with. When we all hang out as a group, I think we get along. We like football. We like beer and drinking. I think he's a pretty cool guy. The thing is I've tried to bro him up. I've tried to hang out with him. I've tried to kind of be in his circle. He's from here, so he has a group of guy friends already that he hangs with. He doesn't invite me to hang out with his bros. He doesn't, it's just when we are together with the wives and girlfriends and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do I do here? Do I keep trying to hang out with this guy? Do I let it go and just find my own friends? I mean, I can't really tell the guy off and be like, hey, I'm trying to be your friend, fucking be my friend. But trying to figure out what to do. Let me know.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I think this cat an alien. And human skin.
The guy calling.
He said, I'm trying to bro him up. He never let me hang out with his bros. You an alien or undercover cop?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, what's going on here? It's very simple, buddy.
Yeah.
The way you think all your work friends suck, but there's probably one guy you have lunch with because no one else is around, because he's the best of the guys you don't really like. That's what you are in the girlfriend play date situation. Yeah. When 4 girlfriends get together, you, him, and 2 other guys, he probably thinks the other 2 guys fucking suck dick, and you're okay. And he doesn't mind talking to you. He doesn't even dislike you. He probably has kind of like lightly positive feelings towards you, but he does not like you anywhere near he likes his boys, right? You are the equivalent of a work friend. You're a girlfriend's boyfriend friend. And that happens. We've all been there. In my, other times when I've been dating somebody and like we go to like one of their friends' parties and it's just a bunch of fucking doofuses, and there's one guy that's like, all right, I could talk about the Ravens with this guy for a half hour and I won't want to fucking blow my brains out, but I'm never fucking inviting him over to hang one-on-one.
Nah.
You know, that just happens in life, man. And right now you're sounding like you're sounding like a friend incel right now. You're like, this guy owes me friendship. Mm-hmm. This guy, I've been nice to him when we've had brunch, and he doesn't even want to drink beer with me, but I like beer. And he told me he likes beer too. And so it's like, you don't want to be that guy, man. You just have to understand this for what it is.
Did they say they moved to a new city or something? Why he don't have friends?
So that explains it a little bit. Where this guy's desperate, right? We've all also been there. But this is the like, it's like this. The analogy of an incel is so true here because he's friend starved the way an incel is pussy starved, and there's a desire. You really need friends so bad that here's the other thing: you might not even in a separate situation. This guy might not even be that great, but you just need a friend so bad that you're glomming on to the one guy you made an even sort of connection with.
And I think you gotta make your intentions pure, man. I think you gotta be like up top. Like I feel like if he went and was like, "Hey, I just moved to this city, trying to make some homies, whatever," I think that you can. He might consider that a little bit more because I think a part of this too. Is that this dude probably just don't think about him like that.
Sure.
He like, this is my girlfriend's.
Totally. We each have our own lives.
Yeah, we have our own lives.
I'm kind of happy to see him at the barbecue, but I'm never going to fucking chill with him outside.
Yeah, I don't even think it might not even be intentional. He might just be like, hey, bro, this is just some dude.
Totally.
And I think if you want to really, you might need to at least just try to ask. And if not, man, there's plenty of people like your football team, man.
Of
Go
course.
to the bar. When they watching y'all games,
yeah.
You'll make some buddies, man.
That's the other thing. He didn't really. You didn't describe a lot of esoteric interests.
Yeah,
you said football, beer, and drinking. I got great news, pal. There's a lot of fucking guys that like that.
Dudes who like that.
Go to a fucking gamble. Go fucking gamble somewhere. Go to if your town has a bar stool bar. Go there. You'll find a lot of guys who like football, beer, and drinking. Yeah, dude. And I think you're right, Mandel, where it's like, be like, hey, man, I just moved here, whatever. Yeah, if there's ever something. But you also have to really slow play it.
Yeah.
You can't come off needy. And by the way, if your girlfriends are both like, if they're truly friends and they're going to see each other a bunch, just slow play. Think of this as he's a back burner friend. Nail a lot of positive interactions with this guy. Make it so that you can creep. Again, think of this is the rare time where we're using the analogy of courtship. Think of it as again, I'll go back to the work friend analogy. Try and become this guy's work husband, essentially. Yeah. Try and be the best guy. Try and be the guy who's a little respite from how lame the other boyfriends are every time you guys are all hanging out. Really show what you have to offer in the friendship department over time, but don't rush this, and absolutely try and find other friends. This guy isn't gonna save you. He's not gonna airlift you out of having no social circle. What you want is to be plugged into his shit. That's not gonna happen. See him as a long-term friend project and keep looking for other friends.
And if I can give two things,
please. Yes.
I think you made the best point. Start with the value proposition, man. You got a great grill. You got a motorcycle.
Right. What you bring to his life. Yeah. You're not that cool otherwise.
Yeah. And then I think also, too, it's okay to make some friends outside of your wife's friends, boyfriends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I think he is plenty of homies in the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you find some common ground with somebody, just explore a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he limited himself on where he fishing at.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think he could try casting a wider net too by putting together like, hey, the girls are going out on Sunday. I'm having some guys over, having all the boyfriends over to watch a game. The girls are gonna be out Friday. We're gonna do a poker night. Try to entice him with that. Mm-hmm. That's like there's gonna be other people there. Why
would that guy want to fucking do that though?
Because that's a setting where you can kind of like come and go as you please. You don't feel obligated to stay the whole time. One-on-one. Yeah, you have more buffer space. He doesn't have enough
friends to do that. That's part of the issue. He can't host an event.
I don't know. He said they got like 4 couples in the mix. It's like try inviting those guys over.
Hold on. You would want to hang out with your wife's girlfriend's friends solo?
Maybe if
No, you wouldn't.
If it's something low impact like that, I've hung out with them enough time in the couple setting, and it's like, all right.
But that's also another good example.
Let me feel these guys out a little.
You've also been with your girls so long that you do know these guys over time, kind of what we're telling this guy to do. You wouldn't have done that the first year of dating or the second year of dating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I think that's just an idea for like, don't zero in so hard on this one guy because that's like weirdly desperate to like chase one dude.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to get him in the fold, you have to look at it like offer something or create a low impact hang that you can invite him to, and maybe you can invite him enough times where eventually, if you guys are boys enough in these situations, you'll be like, you know what? It does sound fun to go to the monster truck rally, or whatever the fuck it is, which actually does sound pretty sick.
But I do agree. I do agree with you where like I agree with you where it's like, hey, bro, if you. The poker night is I want to play poker.
Right.
Yeah. So I might come mess with you on poker just because the event that you presented to me.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's a better option being like,
there's something to do at every second. Yeah. And poker is so you can feel yourself being around dudes and you really truly need to barely talk like if you don't want to.
Right.
That's No,
you're right. I guess I'm only a little skeptical because where is he going to find the dudes for that? But that's also a good goal is to be able to host a poker night. Pick the one good guy from your office. Find some guy to this is your chance to create a group of friends at a low impact situation.
And that's also a chance to be like, hey, if you want, bring one of your buddies.
Bring whoever. Bring whoever.
Yeah,
we're gonna fucking grill some steaks and play poker.
Yeah,
you're right. I might even if I don't like that much, I'm like, sounds kind of fun.
I'll come deal with that hang if I want.
If you have nothing else going on. Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel good about that. Who else we got, little elders?
All right, Stavvy. I got a little predicament I'm in. Basically, my girl won't suck my balls.
Come on.
That's kind of the issue. She's kind of bad at sex in general, but the no sucking balls is a big one because, like, I can fuck the starfish. It's just like you gotta doesn't do anything. I don't know what to do.
Oh man,
he's trolling.
He's got
talking about it. She's just like it's not. She's like it doesn't work. She doesn't like doing certain things, and I'm struggling. My ex was a freak, and maybe I'm holding on to that too much. But she was also not very loyal, we could say. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Let me know.
Not very loyal, you could say. Wow. This guy sounds like he's fucking writing press reports for fucking the IDF. Okay. So, look, that is tough, going from a freak to somebody that barely does anything. I empathize a little bit here. Sucking balls is hysterical because also a suck. I don't know about you fellas. Suck doesn't feel good to me. It can feel painful. The hard impact suck. Maybe that guy's into this though. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he mean when you say sucking dick, you don't mean just full on suck. You mean getting your dick licked.
Yeah, but that's a more general thing. Sucking balls, I feel like, is an actual specific. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
what I'm trying to figure out is, okay. So then, why is this so like? He's so upset about this.
I think probably because he just got off of a situation where the sex was really good, and obviously other things were left to be desired, i.e., his girlfriend wouldn't stop fucking other guys, which I think if you had to pick one or the other, I would probably pick bad at sex and doesn't fuck other guys behind my back. But that's also, a false equivalency because I think not all hoes are good at sex and not all loyal women are prudes, right? And look, if you've already talked about it, if you're not on the same wavelength sexually, unfortunately, that might be a deal breaker. What's the rest of the relationship like? Is she great? Is she awesome in every other way? Has she shown any, openness to exploring more? Is this your fault? Are you not doing what you need to do to get her excited about fucking? Are you the kind of guy who's like begging for pussy when she's busy and she's like, all right, you can fuck me real quick, whatever. Are you creating a romantic, erotic environment? Are you going out of your way to help her with stuff? What's the foreplay like? Are you eating you want her to suck dick like a freak? Are you eating pussy to your maximum abilities? You know what I mean? Like, let's think about all of this, right? And if you think you've maxed out every reason why she's not behaving in a freaky manner and you just aren't on the same page, that might be a deal breaker, honestly, at the end of the day.
I think you got to count his blessings, man. Listen, man. Your last shawty was doing you dirty. This lady seemed like she's loyal, man. You be all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is a God-fearing countryman right here. This is the difference between a coastal elite and a God-fearing man from Georgia. I say go for find the freak that's also loyal.
Coastal elite.
Yeah, I'm definitely a coastal elite. From Baltimore, and I live in Astoria. I guess what I mean is a mid-Atlantic, a sex pervert from the mid-Atlantic is really how I would describe myself. But yeah, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't click sexually, that can be a deal breaker. For me, what can I say?
Yeah.
We see things differently, Mandal. What can I say?
Fair enough.
Hit us with another one else. Let's do a couple more here.
So I've been really interested in getting into the idea of threesomes.
Nice.
And I more so want to fuck the girlfriends in like an established couple and less want to fuck the men. But I don't really know if there's a way to proposition this without being hurtful. And I was wondering if you had any advice. Thanks.
Interesting.
Why she don't just date the ladies?
I think there's probably something... She wants to essentially cuck the man while he's there. Is that what you're saying?
Cuck feels extreme for the tone I'm picking up. I don't
think so at all. Because you're right. It's like she's talking about it in the context of a threesome. So she wants the guy sort of involved, but she doesn't want to fuck the guy. But does she want the girl to like fuck the guy while she's there? I don't get it. Or does she want the guy to watch her fuck his girlfriend? That's how that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it seemed like she wanna be with women who got a boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
So something about the boyfriend, the lady having a boyfriend is attractive there.
Exactly. That adds a little something to it for her.
But who knows? Maybe she also likes the thought of being in there while like the couple is fucking too.
Sure. So maybe a mix, a little voyeuristic plus a little cucking.
Yeah.
Light. You know, she wants to be the bull in this scenario.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It is a finer needle to thread than a regular threesome. But I think there's probably guys out there that would be down for this. I can say personally, I don't mind the idea of a woman watching me fuck a girl. I think that's awesome. Now, would I like to also fuck the other girl if she's there? Yeah, in a perfect world. But if I'm fucking a hot girl and a different hot girl's like sucking on her titties and then she fucks her, am I gonna really complain about that? Probably not. But there's the amount of people that are gonna be into that. It's a small group, I would say.
I'm about to say, I think because she is a lady talking about a lady in her book, I think this is not a hard conversation for her to have.
I agree.
Like, I think you could present this to people.
You can present this at a bar.
Yeah, I think people would.
And even if they're saying no, if I'm there somewhere with my girlfriend and a hot girl's like, I want to fuck your girlfriend while you watch, and I'm not into it, I'd be like, on some level, I'd be flattered. Yeah. And on some level, I would think about it.
That's
and I'd be like, thanks, but we're good.
Yeah,
it's not like a guy coming up and be like, I want to fuck your girl. Then I'd have to fuck him up. You know what I mean?
Like,
or more realistically, try and fuck him up and get my ass kicked. But either way, it would piss me off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that her approaching this conversation, nobody's gonna walk away like, I'm about to hit that girl.
Yeah. And let's also think. You said you're more into the idea of fucking the girl. Would you give the guy a little head? I mean, just a little something to prime the pump. I think you're already close.
Throw the guy a bone.
Throw the fucking guy a bone. Suck his dick for a little bit and then fuck his wife. Is that so much to ask? He's letting you fuck his wife. I mean, I think that's a fair trade. You don't have to suck him off that long. You don't even let him have to. He doesn't even have to fuck you. But if you suck him off, I think you're totally in the clear. I think if a girl did, if somebody did that proposition and she was like, if we started at, hey, can I fuck your wife? I'm like, that's all right. She's like, all right, how about this? I'll suck your dick a little bit. I'll be like,
you're negotiating.
Sister, you got a deal. Yeah. Put her there. We'll see you in room 428. Here's the extra key.
It's a contract negotiation.
It's a negotiation.
Everyone has to give up a little something.
That's exactly right. The mark of a good compromise is nobody's happy.
I just like that this idea. I just like that this idea happening like Shark Tank. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I would like to present to you. You sitting there with a suit on.
Interesting. I'm willing to offer you $45 for a 0.1% stake in your pussy. All right, so good luck out there. But I think you're, just be prepared for a little rejection from time to time. But if you pick some freaks who are into threesomes and you try and negotiate them down to, I fuck your girl while you jack off I think some people might be into it. Because of homophobia, way more people will be into it than a guy fuck. I still, even though I know, and it is homophobic, sometimes I think I would let my girl fuck a woman because I think it's hot because I'm stupid. Even though it's probably a huge mistake that could cost me a relationship. But I find that, what do you want from me? I'm a fucking idiot, and that sounds cool to me. All right. What do we got? Let's do another one here, Eldis.
Yeah. And this is kind of a longer one, but we could wrap it. We have a couple really short options.
Short ones after this if we don't like. All right. If we don't like this one.
Howdy, Stavvy. My name's Chris. I'm from Virginia. I just had some questions related to some best friend drama here.
Uh-oh.
Been best friends with this guy for 10 years. Best friends from high school. Basically, his girlfriend won't let him hang out with me anymore. A little context there. Around December time, we got a little bit of a couple road sodas deep. Had a little bit of a double couple action, a little foursome situation happen. Him and his girlfriend and me and my then girlfriend. It wasn't too crazy, but the issue was, I guess, after that, is I continued to one-on-one sleep with his girlfriend.
What?
Which I could see would be a problem.
This
but
guy's joking,
blurred,
right?
So
this can't be real.
Confusing than that. But now, I haven't talked to this guy since January. It's October now. I finally pulled the crazy girlfriend move, showed up to his location on his phone and just confronted him about it.
Wait. Hold on. Am I getting this right?
Yeah.
Let's just make sure I'm understanding this, because if I'm understanding it, this is insane. Our caller and his ex-girlfriend had a foursome with the guy. The question he said is, my best friend's girlfriend won't let me hang out with him anymore.
Yeah.
And our caller and his girlfriend and the couple he's calling about all had a foursome.
Yeah.
The caller fucked the girl he says isn't letting him see his friend anymore.
Yeah. They fucked one-on-one for a bit.
He fucked his best friend's girlfriend one-on-one for a while, and this guy is the one who is confronting his friend about why he's not hanging out with him?
Yes.
That's what I'm to believe here.
And then I'd like the idea that he think it's the girlfriend keeping him away.
And I'm sure he's saying there's more context. Maybe they're in some kind of poly thing. But it's like, dude, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You no matter how open and cool they are, you fucked your friend's girl one-on-one for a little bit afterwards. Unless he's like being like, unless he's a turbo cuck who loves that shit, that's weird on its own. But whatever, if that's what you guys are into, that's what you're in, and you have very clear communication. But you're a fucking lunatic so far. So anyway, I just want to make sure I got this right because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? So okay, we have all
and
that.
He said he's basically not seen the guy since January. This was in October, and he like pulled up to this guy's work, I guess. And
insanity.
On his phone and just confronted him about it, and pulled up to him at a Zero Subs with his family. His family was happy to see me, and he was fine too. We got to talking, and basically he said, I just haven't been able to talk to you. My girlfriend doesn't like me hanging out with you. She thinks you're a bad influence.
The girl he fucked.
She's worried that if I hang out with you, I'm going to cheat on her, is what he said. So, which is crazy. But you know, we have gotten up to a couple problems here and there, but everything else
fucked his girlfriend,
fine, you know. And that, you know, there was that one situation, but I feel like
that one situation is you fucked his girlfriend. Are you fucking kidding me? That one situation? What the fuck? I mean, this is insane. This is the most gaslit call. This guy even believes it himself. He's talking about it like he fucking forgot he was house sitting and he forgot to change the kitty litter and it smelled like cat shit when he came back. That's what he's talking about, fucking his girlfriend for a couple months. Okay, keep going. I mean, I'm losing my mind here.
No. I'm trying to gather all the data before I make my point.
Yeah, of course. Let's finish up. But this guy is, we have to fact check him at every fucking angle. Keep going.
Sleeping with your girlfriend. If we got past that, how is there another boundary that's worse than that? That's, in my mind, the worst boundary would be me sleeping with your girlfriend. But yeah, she tracks him on everything. She has his iPad, so she can see everything he has on his iPhone. She has his logins to social media, has his Life 360, and they're moved in together. I tried to reach out to her, like apologize, I guess. I don't know, but she just won't have it. So I don't know where to go from here because I got him on like a fake Snapchat. I haven't used Snapchat in fucking 4 years because I'm an adult. And now I got to talk to him like we're having an affair already. So it's like, what's the difference?
You had an affair with his girlfriend.
I just want my best friend back. But
you fucked his girlfriend!
Being controlled by this girl.
Who you fucked?
He doesn't really like that much, but he has this problem where if he thinks he's going to break up with somebody, he freaks out because he doesn't think he's ever going to find love again. But, I don't know if this is even love. So, but I just want my best friend back. I just didn't know if you had any advice for that. There's a lot more context, but, that'd take a couple hours.
Yeah, so, okay. There's no context.
Yeah, no, I appreciate any advice you can give me, man. That's my buddy. Love your show. Bye-bye, bud.
All right. This is insane. Go ahead, Mandel. Go ahead.
I got two things,
please.
Bro. So I think the first thing that this dude, I think that this lady might like this dude.
Very possible.
I think the girlfriend is trying to keep this dude as far away from them because I think she liked being involved with him.
That's very possible. Or,
but I got a caveat. My second thing is, I think also his homie is not over the fact.
Of course not.
That he did something with his girl.
Of course. And here's the other thing.
And so I think he putting the blame on the girlfriend.
Sure.
I think he in general don't want to be friends with this dude no more.
Yeah.
Because he know what happened between you and his girl.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's truly what's going on here. Your friend is a coward. The way you think a woman is running his life and he's not standing up for himself in those relationships, he's absolutely doing the same with you. You fucked his girl, man. Mm-hmm. You want to know how to get your friend back? You've committed a truly, that's an unforgivable sin. That's it, dude. He's still with her. Whatever you want to say, he chose her over you. You fucked this girl. And they are still together. And yeah, you think they shouldn't be together because you want to hang out with him. You want to clear your conscience. You fucked your life up and maybe their life up too. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a selfish piece of shit. Whatever context there is, it's the mental gymnastics. The context you claim, I already know it. It's some bullshit that you've convinced yourself you're in the right. You're a fucking dickhead. And listen, call in. I'd love to actually talk to you. Mm-hmm. I'd love to call on a live call and get to the bottom of this. You fucked up. You should, now, again, unless we said there's some kind of turbo cuck situation, but that's not what's going on here. You're incredibly selfish. You committed a very selfish act, and you want your life to go back to what it was. it's never gonna go back to what it was.
Yeah,
man.
I think it's two things. I think the couple in like you said in tandem wants to get rid of him, so he's a part of their past, and he want the homeboy to get rid of the girl, so the girl's a part.
Of course, yeah.
In order for any of these three people to work, somebody has to leave, and they don't exist no more.
And the real answer is this guy should leave both of you behind. You're both honestly, pieces of shit. She fucked you, you fucked her, and think you're entitled to something, and now you're trying to make her the villain. You're a dickhead. Yeah. I feel bad for this guy, but he's also he's clearly a pussy. He's clearly a coward who doesn't want to stir the pot with either one. You think he really was happy to see you?
Not
you
at
think
all.
this woman, like, he's just he hates confrontation, and you've taken advantage of that your whole relationship. You probably miss having a Steve. He's probably your Stevie, and you think you're Kenny Powers. Guess what? You're both Stevie. You're not. You're Stevie. He's just a little sadder than you. You're not a cool guy. You're a fucking asshole. You fucked your best friend's girl.
Yeah, he's
and
got like
sad.
a very cold, like serial killer gaslighting logic.
Yeah,
where he's like, dude, we moved past the whole "I fucked your girlfriend" thing. Why can't we hang out?
You moved past it.
Yeah.
Do you really think he's past it?
No.
I honestly, I hate you. I think you're a fucking asshole. Because here's the other thing. You weren't even honest with us.
Yeah.
You weren't even like, dude, I made the biggest fucking mistake of my life. I'm an idiot. I fucked my best friend's girl, and I'm so desperately trying to like make up for it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I can do. I'm racked with guilt. He doesn't even sound guilty. You're right, Aldous. He's like, we moved past it. You shouldn't have moved past it.
I feel bad for the
I would
homeboy.
never move past. Absolutely, I feel bad for
because
him.
I hate that he think that he can't find love again. I hate that he think that he got to stick with a lady.
Yeah,
who would deal with his best friend.
Yeah.
You can do better than that. You seem like a solid dude.
Yeah, and here's the this is classic, the most unreliable narrator of all time.
Absolutely.
So we don't even know what happened.
Yeah,
and he claims there's more context. I'm very dubious about the context he claims there is. And the context is probably shit. People like this will force like non-confrontational people to agree to things that they don't actually believe. Mm-hmm. So it's like, he thinks the world works like, well, technically he said it was okay after he like badgered him about it or something. Yeah. Life isn't like like a court of law. It's no technicalities. It's based on emotions and how you actually treated people. You have to start fucking understanding that. And honestly, you don't deserve if you fuck this guy's girlfriend, even if it was in some messy, I pressured them into a fucking foursome. Like, I'd love to know whose idea the foursome was. Now, was it your friend's idea and he opened Pandora's box and then maybe you and his girlfriend pressured him into pretend? Like, if you did that behind his back in any way, I don't need any more context.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. Whatever.
And he gotta accept that if your friend really want to be your friend, he'll help you. Like showing up to his he showed up to his job or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. It's like, hey man, if this dude want to be homies with you, he'll reach out to you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If the relationship supposed to be there, it'll be there. But you can't force something after you done did something wrong to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to pay for your sins.
Yeah, accept your consequences. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Accept your consequences.
You don't have that homie.
Wow, what a fucking asshole. All right, Elders, you got something fun for us to go out on here?
Hey, Stav. Long-time listener. I've called a couple times. I've had a resurgence in just not feeling great about myself. How do you love yourself? You seem like a guy that is confident, and honestly, you've taught me so much ever since Stavvy Solves Your Problem days about being the fat little rascal myself, about being confident, and there's a market for people like us being a fun hang, easy things like that. But now I'm trying to go to the next level, I guess. How do you love yourself? How do you become more confident as a fat little rascal? And it's just something that I've been struggling with. All right, love ya. Bye.
I want to know the answer to this too, man. I have nothing to contribute.
Well, I mean that's not true. Come on, you're doing great, buddy. You're doing a great job of it. You actually are a great example of finding your thing and finding your zone.
Sure.
And I would say one thing to tell our friend here, and you know other people who are in the plus size community, and especially non-pussy getting fat guys. Like, first of all, don't think of it as a market. We're not products. You're a fucking guy, right? And by the way, my thing is I'm the fucking best hang in the world. I'm awesome to hang out with, and I'm good at riffing, making you feel comfortable. I'm curious about people. Like, I have certain skills, but also that doesn't have to be you.
Yeah.
The reality is you find who you are. What to take away from it is that no matter who you are, no matter how you look, no matter how you behave, there are a significant amount of people in the world that want that kind of person in their life. That's the lesson, man, is to realize, yeah, maybe I'm not for everyone. Maybe the way the world works, the majority of people aren't interested in hanging out with me or fucking me, right? But more people in the world want to fuck you than you could ever fuck. Mm-hmm. Even if you're no matter who you are. And that goes double if you take little steps to improve yourself, just to make yourself feel better. That number will go up. And so that's the real lesson, dude, is realizing that, like, you don't have to be something else. You don't try and be who I am. Don't try and be who Mandal, you know what I mean? And look, you can take, you can be inspired by and incorporate certain parts of the things that we do. Maybe some fashion sense, maybe go unk mode. That's sort of your version to sort of your spin on what I do. I got my thing, right? I come from the East Coast. I like fat guys in Hawaiians and tracksuits. Yeah. You got your 60-year-old cousins coming in with the Kangol. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crushing it. And it's like, find your version of what you feel comfortable in, who you want to be, and then go out and figure out who you want to be, who you are, and then figure out what the better version of yourself is, not of somebody else. Don't mold yourself into somebody else. Mold yourself into the best version of you. And then you go out and find the people that would like that. And they're out there, bro. So don't worry about, we all go through that, right? Not feeling good about yourself. No matter who you are, everybody feels that way. As long as you're just more often than not trying to be better and trying to be true to who you are, that's the secret, dude. I mean, I feel that I've gotten more secure in myself every year by just figuring out what I actually like and not trying to, go fit into people's expectations and just being more and more me. And that's all it is, dude. So don't get caught up in like having to recreate any kind of archetype. Figure out who you are and then go for that. And if you don't have to be like a fucking big fat party animal, life of the party guy, you can be whoever you want. It's fun to be that guy. I like it. But if that's not you, don't stress over that. Figure out who you are and then be the best version of you, no matter what it is.
I think that was phenomenal advice, bro.
Thanks.
And dude. I want to add one thing too. I think you just got to be kind to yourself, man.
Absolutely.
And I think that you got to practice kindness on others to develop it within. Just how people was
kindness
mean to you.
Huge. Kindness is absolutely huge.
You just how people was mean to you and you start to feel bad about yourself. I think you got to practice being kind to others, and then it'll come on to yourself as well. And also, just really dive into the things that you like and accept the people who also like those things.
That's who you are, yes. Yeah, those are your contemporaries.
Yeah. And don't worry about the people who don't,
Yeah.
If you like Hot Wheels or whatever, you're going to have to get the Hot Wheels shawty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
But the good news is there's more than ever, I feel like, women who are into these weird, like the internet has showed us that there's a ton of like, and it goes back to the perpetual example is the anime kids growing up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they were better off because they had their own little fucking community. They had their own community. And now the whole world loves anime, which is crazy, but those guys are really feasting right now, but
you could apply that to anything though.
Absolutely. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's like whatever it is, be that. And the kindness thing is a huge note, and something I think we should start hitting on the show is like it's never a mistake to be a little kinder than you think you need to be. You will never regret that. You will never regret being nicer to someone. You will never regret tipping a little more than you have to or whatever. You will never regret just helping somebody out just a little more, right? If you have the time or the money or the resources or whatever, it's always, when in doubt, be a little kinder. You will be shocked how much that improves your life.
It does.
Shocked.
Also, because in that moment, no matter what happens, you could always rely on being like, hey, at least I'm a good person.
Totally.
And that's the thing that matters the most, bro.
Yeah.
And I think things are fleeting. Like, you could lose weight or gain weight or have more money or less money. Mm-hmm. But if you just a solid individual, I feel like that kind of sticks with you and makes you feel good about yourself.
And that's the key to everything. It's like that's something I think about. You know, my shit's been going really good the last couple of years, but it doesn't change who you actually are. And like success, all this, as cliche as it is, even if you start, you know, having a bunch of shit go your way, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to feel great about yourself. It's a fundamental thing about you having to actually work on it, and it will help. It will help everything is kind of the point I'm making. So go out there, find yourself, find the gals that are into the guys that you are, and they're out there, and then just, you know, little by little, my friend. And remember, life does suck and is hard. Yeah. So it's like, find the little joys where you can, but you're doing great, and be good. Exactly. Kind to yourself. Give yourself a little space. Sometimes you're going to feel like shit. That's okay. Everybody has those days. Yeah. But we believe in you.
Absolutely.
Call back when shit's going good. Absolutely. Or bad if we were wrong and we gave you bad advice so we can change what we say. I think that's going to do it for us today. Mandel, thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me, man.
Such a good episode.
On the show, bro.
Come back whenever in New York, or maybe we'll have you on another LA episode if you move out.
Absolutely.
And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.